I'm Sir Tap Tap, and let's play Hyper Gauntlet by Udell Games. I was provided a review copy of this game free of charge by Udell Games. This game is currently $3.50 for its release week. It'll be $5 after that. This game has two ways to play. It's a pretty simple game, so you just want to dodge stuff. This is the good way. I wanted to show you the bad way first. So, basically you want to dodge all these blocks, and they come at you pretty fast, and as it goes on it gets a little harder. So control scheme, the reflex control scheme is what you're seeing now, and it basically recenters itself when you let go of the arrow keys. And I really like this control scheme because you can instantly snap to any one of the corners or sides, wherever you want to go, in up to 2 button presses. And it just feels a lot more responsive and just generally a better way to go than the other control scheme, which I'll show you now. Normal controls, which, you know, easier to understand maybe, I guess, but like you move over, and this could potentially have quite a few, like, I guess up to 3 button presses to get anywhere, and I just don't like it as much because it's not, I don't know, it just doesn't snap quite right. Like, I mean, it works, but I just find it better to use the reflexive controls, and I recommend you use them. The normal controls are the default, but I don't know. I just prefer to be able to instantly snap to stuff, and like worrying about double pressing, especially with keys, I just don't like that. So we're gonna play with reflex controls. So yeah, you just want to dodge stuff, and there's a multiplier. I do not understand what the multiplier is about. Like, it makes these green blocks, and you get more points when you got more green blocks, but I don't get how you add to the multiplier. Is it like staying in the same spot? Is it moving a lot? Like, blocks disappear, and I don't get why. But you should probably not pay too much attention to your multiplier, because if you do that, you're gonna die, which I've done before. Yeah, that was really close. The game's pretty simple. You just want to dodge stuff. There's no... well, there's like power-ups you get at the end of levels, but that's really about as deep as the gameplay gets. So it's really just getting your high score, the best high score you can, and there's online leaderboards. So basically the only objective of the game is to get to the high score leaderboard. Currently pretty easy because the game is not released as of this video. It will be released like 20 minutes after I'm done. 13 minutes actually. So by the time this is uploaded, you can get it on their website. Like I said, $3.50 for the you know, early bird special, $5 normally. There's a greenlight page. You can go and vote for them on that too, and I'm sure they'll honor your purchase with a greenlight or with a Steam key if they get greenlit. At least I assume. I haven't looked at their page yet, so don't quote me on that. But generally speaking, that's what like 99% of indies do. What the? I'm on acid. Why am I? The power-ups are weird. You get a power-up every ending, or every level. I'm not entirely sure what constitutes a level, and I don't get what all of the power-ups do. I did play a couple of practice runs. I don't know what all of them do, and there's no listing of them. I would really appreciate a listing of them, and like just a menu somewhere, just what color does what, because I don't get it. They all have really temporary benefits, and it seems kind of weird that they're not like more intermixed in normal gameplay, because they don't seem very pointful, frankly. And some of them have minor cosmetic variations, like it'll alter the way the game looks a little bit. I kind of wish that was more integral into the game. The game looks, well, fairly plain. It's going for a minimalist sort of thing, but I would appreciate something more like, the wipeout zone. That's sort of what I figured this game would kind of look like. I guess it does look a lot like Audio Surf too, but like in zone mode and wipeout, awesome game by the way. I don't know why it went up. Like the colors change as you go on, and it's pretty trippy, and it looks I got the same one again. It just looks really cool. And I'd appreciate something like that for this, just, you know, give it more visual flair and, you know, change it up a bit. Because the game does get visually a bit boring. Not just because of I like the minimalist style, I just wish it changed it up a little bit as you go on, like maybe once a level or, you know, whatever. Because we've pretty much seen all there is to see in terms of visual changes. Like, sometimes if you get a power-up, stars appear for, like, literally a couple of seconds. I don't know why, because I don't know what the power-ups do. But, I think it could look pretty cool with a little bit of visual variation. And the difficulty, I don't really get the curve. Either it starts out slow for quite some time, or the difficulty is fairly static. I figured it would ramp up a bit more and like have peaks and valleys. There are definitely some more difficult patterns that we haven't had happen. Let's get that. That was like auto slowdown. And I generally don't feel much of a need to use slowdown. I guess maybe I will later on. But I felt the ramp up was a bit slow. Either that or it doesn't ramp up very much. I don't know, just the first few minutes feel a bit sloggy. See, we're getting more into it now. I think the speed must go up a bit. I do really like the controls of this. Like, I've seen mini games like this where, you know, it's like 3D helicopter, basically. What does the red one do? Oh, right, I've gotten this one before. It's like a hit of armor, basically. That's what the yellow brick on the left there is. It's like, if I get hit, it'll take off that yellow one before my health. I'm not sure if it's temporary. I got hit the last time I got it. So there's some variation in the power-ups, and... Ow. I do appreciate the power-ups, but it's like, it's so hard to keep track of what power-up is what. Especially when you're just beginning, which I basically am. I only did one test run of any significant length. And it would also be sort of cool if there were like patterns. Like, I appreciate that it's probably entire... Okay, I need to stop talking for a second. I don't know, maybe just letting the patterns happen randomly is best. I guess my main complaint is the lack of challenge early on. And lack of apparent ramp up. I guess we're faster now than we were before. But, I don't know, I would appreciate some sort of hard mode or something to, you know, kick it into gear a bit more at the beginning. A bit more visual variety would definitely be welcome. But I mean, it's a simple game and it does one thing and it does it well, so that's what they're going for, and it's a high-score game. Admittedly, high-score games aren't really my thing, so if you're more of a high-score junkie, this may be more of your thing than mine. I do like the music, though. The music fits the game well. Let's get that... Wow. I was gonna say something I forgot because that was so stupid. I do like the controls that, that's what I was gonna get on about. I don't usually like the 3D helicopter thing because the controls are so fiddly, but in this the controls are so tight, if you screw up, it's your fault. And I don't generally feel that way with the helicopter crap because it's like, it's so weird and fiddly. It's like, I just feel in control here. And I very much appreciate that for a high-score game. Like, because if the controls are more floaty, you can eventually get good enough to, you know, compensate for the floatiness. But I feel in control right away in this, and I appreciate that. We're definitely getting more hardcore here. I'll probably just do the one run. You know, it's a high-score game. You get the impression pretty well. I do want to know what is up with the green multiplier cubes. I do not understand. Someone please tell me what is up with the green multiplier cubes, because I don't know why I get them or why I lose them, and you seem to lose them pretty often. Also, you do not get much slowdown time. It's just enough to get past, you know, a couple things. But it regens pretty quickly. I can tell I'm gonna die pretty soon. Yeah, I would appreciate more visual flair. I do like the controls. I'm not sure why reflex isn't the default. Because it's way better, in my opinion. But I don't know. Somebody out there probably really likes the buttons for the other, I don't know. At least they have options, so that's cool. I do wish there was some anti-aliasing. There is not anti-aliasing going on. I'm not sure if that's a Unity thing. It's a Unity game, by the way. There's definitely no anti-aliasing. And it's such a simple game. I'm sure it'd be, you know, pretty minor performance impact. At least, definitely on my rig. So I would appreciate the better image quality that anti-aliasing would provide. It does let you go it up to 1080p native, which is, you know, pretty standard. It's a PC game, after all, not an Xbox One game. I'm not sure if that's better. I think that's a bit better than my test run. We'll see. I'm almost the only one on the scoreboard, because there's only pressed copies out right now. Oh, also one confusing thing. Well, I'll get to that. So yeah, this Threepwood guy, very incredibly good. Becca, Daniel BR. These people are much better than I am. Then there is Sir Tap Tap right there. Wait, didn't I do better than that? No, that was my practice run. I did only slightly better. Yeah, and then there's it tracks by 0 scores. I'm apparently the only one who did a 0 score. That or it doesn't track, you know, other people's super low stuff. But no, it tracks my pretty low ones. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be better, better scores as the game actually releases. 1 million seems very high, but I don't know how the multipliers work, so that's probably why I lose so much. I do have one more complaint here. So, on my practice run, I wanted to get back to the menu after losing, and so I accidentally... well, let's just die and I'll show you. So I'm like, alright, I'll get back to the menu by pressing, you know, spacebar. Oh, no, that puts me back in the game. Okay, let's hit escape. Backspace buttons? No, you gotta die in order to get to the point where you can leave. I do like that the UI elements disappear after the start. I've seen some games do that, and I really like that. It lets you have the help for, you know, the start of the game, like explaining what the UI elements are, and then it disappears, which gives you more it adds to your flow, you know, your state of mind. But yeah, to exit you gotta die and then hit backspace. I found that a bit... It's something that once you know, it's not a problem, but it was a bit frustrating the first time. It'd be nice to just escape, let you go. But yeah, this is Hyper Light Gauntlet. There'll be a link to where you can buy the game and where you can vote for it on Steam Greenlight if you want, in the description, as always. And yeah, see if you can beat my incredibly terrible high score. I bet you can. And let me know what's up with the blocks. I don't understand. And the power-ups too. I was very confused. It hurt my tiny little brain.